Hi babes, it's Cisco Styles. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, you guys, I have a quick little story time for you guys. It's something that happened to me this past weekend, and I really wanted to share it with you guys. It's something that has never happened to me ever, and I don't know, just grab a snack, grab a drink, sit down, and just hear me out. And yeah, let's get right into this video, you guys. A little backstory, you guys. My birthday is coming up. It's March 6th, for those of you who didn't know. So basically, I was gonna rent out a VIP room that this club had. It's a very popular club here in Dallas. I'm not gonna give you guys a name just for like legal reasons or whatever. I don't want to get in trouble or anything like that. But just a little hint. It starts with Capade and ends with 9. That's the only hint that I'm giving you guys. I'm sure if you're from Dallas, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. If you know the club, please don't go and say hey to them. That's not the purpose of this video. I've been to this club several times. Every time I came to this club, I had such a very good time. Everybody treated me so nicely. I would always go with my makeup done and, you know, all glam, you know, the drill. And this time I was going purposely to rent out my room, my VIP room, for my birthday party. I called on the phone and they told me that I had to go personally and rent out the room myself. So my friend and I were actually gonna have the birthday party together. So we decided that we wanted to like go over there and meanwhile like go into the club, have fun, and rent out the place while we're at it. Like, you know, have fun, rent it out, you know. So, you know, I get all dressed up for the night or whatever. You're looking all cute and shit. You know the drill. I had my makeup done, you know, dressed up a little bit, put some booties on, you know. First, I had to go to a cookout with my friends. And then after the cookout, then we headed to the club. Once we get to the club, we're waiting for our friend. And she tells us that she is not going to make it on time. So we can go ahead and go inside and just, you know, just have fun while we wait for her. Because I was going to make the reservations with my friend originally. So I was just basically kind of waiting for her to get there. But meanwhile, we were just going to go inside, dance a little bit. And once we were walking in, like already I was getting compliments by girls telling me that I look really cute and stuff. Everybody's super friendly like always. And we're making a line for the club already. And the way this works is that they have two different clubs. They have the side where it's more like Mexican regional music, like corridos and like bandas and stuff like that, and then they have another club where it's more like reggaeton and more like pop music, English music, and that's where I was gonna have my reservations at. So we're making a line for the club. First you make a line. Once the line goes down, they check your ID, you go inside and you pay. It was me and 2 other friends that were with me, and we were making the line, and they're in front of me, so they go in first, and everything's good with them. They go inside, whatever, and then it's my turn, and I hand him my ID. He looks at my ID, he looks at me, and he hands it over to a guy that's next to him, and then I'm like, oh, okay, maybe they're just gonna like check if it's real, if it's fake, or whatever. I don't know. These clubs are really strict. They don't like let minors in or whatever. So he was checking my ID, and then he looked at me, and the guy did the same thing. He looked at my ID, he looked at me, and then he was like, can I talk to you? And I was like, okay, yeah, sure, why not? So I head over to this guy. As soon as I go up to him, he's like, I can't let you in. And I'm like, and this is me by myself. Like, my friends had already gone inside the club, and it's just me and the guy. And he's like, I can't let you in. And I'm like, confused, like, what's going on? Why aren't you letting me, like, why aren't you letting me in? And he's like, I can't let you in because we don't let people like you in the club anymore. And I was like, as soon as he told me that, I was like, what the hell? What do you mean people like me? Like, what do you mean you can't let people like me in? Like, what does that even mean? And he said, you're gonna have to use the restroom at some point, aren't you? And I was like, I mean, not really. Like, I went right before I came, and honestly I don't like to use like public restrooms when I'm like with my makeup and stuff, because I know that some people feel weird, and like guys might feel weird like if like a guy comes in all dressed up and like with girl heels and like stuff like that with makeup and stuff. So I usually tend not to go to the restroom when I know I'm like dressed up or whatever. But I was like, no, I mean, I just went before I came here, and I know better than to go into the restroom when I'm dressed up. And he said, well, we had an accident where people like you came, and went to the girls' restroom and made a whole mess, made a whole riot inside the restroom. They were too drunk, they were having too many drinks, and they made a whole mess inside the restroom. And someone called the police on them on the club. Someone called the police on the club, and they were complaining about these group of guys that were like making a whole mess inside the restroom. And I was like, okay, but that has nothing to do with me. Like, why are you being like this? Why aren't you letting me in the club? Like, I've came to this club many times and nobody has ever told me anything. He said, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. And I was like, sir, I was like, the only reason I came to this club today was because I wanted to make some reservations for my birthday. So you're telling me that if I would have made the reservations, I wouldn't have been able to come into my own party? He's like, no, you wouldn't have been able to come to your own party. And he said that until we make restrooms for people like you can't come in until August. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, at this point, my friends had came back and they were like, what's going on? And then the guy repeated the same thing that he told me to them, and he was telling them that he wasn't going to let people like me in the club anymore. And I was just so confused about the whole situation. I don't know, you guys. I feel so disgusted the way he was referring to me, and referring to me as people like you. Like, that is so disrespectful. Like, how dare you tell me something like that? Like, I am just like every other person in this club. And then I asked him if I could talk to someone like higher than him, like someone that's in charge, and he told me that he's the manager, that he's the one in charge. And I was like, okay. I guess he noticed that I was feeling like really like bad, because I'm not the kind of person to be very like very violent or like aggressive at all. Like, I'm not that kind of person. So he noticed that I was getting like a little like sad, and he was like, but if you want, I can let you in for today, but next time you come, I need you to have an ID with a picture of you looking like that, everything. And I'm like, wait, what? So did you just assume that I'm a transgender now? Like what is going on? Like, he assumed that I was transgender. He was giving me a situation of a group of people like me that came into the club that had nothing to do with me. You're gonna let a group of people that had nothing to do with me and let everybody else take the fall for it, and not let people like me in the club anymore? Like, that's so stupid. Like, what if it could have easily been a normal group of guys going into the restroom making a mess? I mean, it's a club, people get drunk, so like, things are bound to happen. Like, why are you just gonna like let everybody take the fall for something that one group of people did? Like, that makes no sense to me. Like, that is so dumb. I don't know if like he just came up with the story right there and then just to not let me in. But keep in mind that I've been to this club several times and nobody has ever told me anything about like my makeup or about what I'm wearing. Like, nobody has ever told me anything. Like, once he finished telling me all those things about me not being able to go into the club or whatever, he grabbed my hands and he put 2 X's on them, and that means you're like you're under 21 basically. Like, you're an adult but you're under 21, so they put those marks on you. So at this point, my friends are like, oh, maybe we should just try the other club, maybe they'll let you in there. So I was like, okay, I guess, whatever. But something inside me was telling me that they weren't gonna let me in, or something was gonna happen. Like, if they were being this strict in this club, like, I felt like they were gonna be the same way at the other one. So I was like, you know what, yeah, I guess, whatever, we're here already, we made the drive already. So we're walking over to the other club. Like, I could hear them talking on the radio and stuff, and like, I knew something was gonna happen. So I was making the line for the other club, the regional Mexican music one, and I already had like security guards like already looking at me weird, and like looking at me, giving me the look and stuff, and they were talking amongst each other and stuff. And one of them comes up to me, he's like, you can't go in. Like, he didn't even question me, he didn't even like come to the side, I need to talk to you. He was just like, you can't go in. At this point, I was so disgusted with the way I was being treated. I felt like so discriminated against. Like, I've never felt that way before, you guys. Like, I don't know, like, they were treating me so poorly and treating me like I was some sort of an alien that came from outer space. They were treating me like I wasn't like a person. Like, they were being so unfair and so rude. Like, I never had that experience ever in my life, and like, I just felt so disgusted. I wanted to go home, and my friends could tell, like, I literally wanted to bawl out like right there and then, but I was like, you know, holding it together or whatever. It was like a mixture of like, I was disappointment, mad. I was just so like, different types of emotions were like going inside of me. I didn't know how to feel because I'd never been in that position where like you can't go in because of who you are. I wasn't rude to these people. I was like literally like being so respectful, you guys. I did not give him attitude. I did not do any of that. And these people were really, really rude to me. I was like so disappointed because I had told my closest friends that I wanted to do my party at this club, and like, what was I gonna tell them? Like, hey, I can't go into the club. And they weren't even gonna let me in the club because of who I am. Like, they're not gonna let me in because I'm me. So I'm walking to the car and I call my friend Ariana, that's her name. She's the girl that I was gonna have the party with, and I was like, hey Ari, like, don't even come. Like, she was already on her way, and she had other friends with her. Like, we were all gonna like meet up at the club, and I told her, hey, like, don't even come, like, just like turn around. And I explained to her the whole situation. Like, I kind of summarized it for her, and she was like, oh, well, I already have like 5 people with me in the car. So I was like, oh, okay, well, it's fine. I mean, you can just come and just know that I'm gonna leave already. Like, I'm not gonna be there. And she was like, yeah, okay, well, we'll talk about it later. And we left it at that. I guess she ended up going to the club. But honestly, you guys, I don't know how to feel about it. I've never been treated like that ever in my life, and honestly, like, it really upset me. I went back to my friend's cookout, so I told them what happened, and yeah, you guys, here I am making this video for you guys. And now, honestly, I don't know what to do for my birthday now, because originally that was gonna be the play. That was gonna be what I was gonna be what I was gonna do for my birthday. Like, that was the place that I was gonna rent out. I was gonna have my party there, have fun. And now I don't know what to do. I don't even know if I'm doing anything for my birthday anymore. Honestly, like, that just really left a really bad taste in my mouth, and it's just like, I don't even know what to do anymore. And that's how I got kicked out of two clubs in one night, you guys. Oh my god, like, I don't even know how to feel, you guys. But yeah, that's the whole story, you guys. That's what happened to me this past weekend. I remember getting back home, you guys, and I bawled out, and I told my mom what happened. She was asleep, and I woke her up, and I started bawling. I was like, this is what happened, Mom. And like, honestly, the whole point of this story was just to like give you guys like a little feedback on how I was being treated at this club. And honestly, if you know what club I'm talking about, like, and you're like me, there's people who don't support the LGBT community, and you guys, if you know what club I'm talking about, then just hear my story. You know, I gave you the information. If you choose to go, then that's on you. But and if you know who the club is, please, guys, don't go out of your way and like show them any hate. Honestly, they're not even worth it. Like, that club, there's a lot of clubs out there. Don't even waste your time. But anyways, you guys, that was the whole story. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Did they have the right to kick me out like that? What do you guys think? I know it wasn't a gay club, but still, like, do you guys think that they had the right to kick me out like that? Or did you guys think that the excuse that the guy gave me was legit about the people like me going into the club and making a mess? Like, I don't know. I just feel like there's something fishy going on there. I don't know. Like, I mean, at the same time, I kind of understand there's people that aren't educated about the LGBT community, and I mean, that's okay, I guess. There's other clubs out there that I can easily go to, so there's no problem there. I'm still gonna go out and have fun, dress up, you know, be the same old me. I'm not gonna change because this club did not allow me to go in. Like, it's not gonna change anything. I'm still gonna look poppin' as fuck, okay? But yeah, you guys, what do you guys think of the whole situation? Let me know in the comments down below. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Share this video to all your friends. Please make sure to follow me on social media. Everything is at Cisco Styles. You already know the drill. I love you guys so much. And until next time, bye.